Metanomics is brought to you by Remedy Communications and Dusan Writers Metaverse.
I don't know how I can trust my data to anyone because I certainly don't want to have to write a contract with you saying you can't forward to, email accounts I've never even heard of and companies I've never heard of that might have onerous privacy, intrusive privacy policies.
Sure. Two answers.
Mm-hmm.
Two answers to that. Number one, let's keep in mind that Gmail and these other email services are services we voluntarily sign up for. And while it's true that we don't always read the EULAs, the end license user agreements, or whatever else, that the fact of the matter is that we can opt out of these systems anytime we wish. I mean, they're free services. We don't pay anything for them. And so let's not lose sight of that fact that we voluntarily walk into these exchanges. But number two, even after we've walked into voluntarily these exchanges, we don't necessarily need to accept everything that they ask from us. Start with advertising, which a lot of people find annoying, and yet it is the mother's milk of the internet. I mean, it powers so many sites and services, and it's what keeps costs down or keeps services free online. So when we have ads that we don't like, a lot of people accept them and just move on because they know they get the free stuff. But a lot of people, in fact, millions, tens of millions of people, go out of their way to block ads and any form of intrusive banners or pop-ups that are on their screen or on the services they use.
So this is along the lines of your tools argument. That you use
exactly.
The tools to protect
applying
yourself.
Applying the same model I apply in the child safety space, when you have a toolbox that includes a variety of tools in it that allow you to empower yourself and your family to take matters into your own hands, you can deal with these problems. And in fact, the numbers are quite astonishing. Tens of millions of people who use Firefox have made AdBlock Plus the #1 most downloaded tool, privacy tool, for the Mozilla Firefox web browser.
I'm raising my hand, by the way.
Right. And of course, there are people who download this every single day, and it's just one of hundreds and hundreds of these privacy solutions that are out there to deal with these matters. And if you want to go further, you can download the #3 most downloaded service on Firefox is called NoScript, to disallow any sort of script that might show on the page in real time. Using just those two tools alone, you can end up blocking a significant portion of that which you would find annoying or intrusive. You can also use browser controls in every major browser to block the acquisition of cookies that you might set by visiting websites. You can also use encryption technologies, and I could go on and on and on. The point is, a lot of people don't like having to use some of those tools, just as some of people don't like using them on the child safety or free speech front. But at the end of the day, if they're available and people can have access to them, what my argument would be is that that's preferential to having the government come in and set the standards or the laws for us about how these technologies or tools work, if we have the tools within our grasp to do it for ourselves.